welcome to this Patreon special. It seems the dusty cupboards and forgotten shelves at my place of work just keep on giving. You may remember the 486 laptop from episode 52, and the Dell P4 laptop from episode 70. Well, I have for you yet another find. This IBM laptop was found recently in a locked cupboard during some building work, and knowing I loved old tech, it was brought to me for inspection. This is the IBM ThinkPad 380XD, a fine heavy brick of a computer harking back to 1997. The main selling point was the inclusion of a floppy drive and CD drive combined, and for being one of the first laptops to offer a USB slot. This model is running a Pentium P133 processor, has got 96 MB of RAM and a 4 GB hard drive, and for an operating system it's got DOS and Windows 98. On the left hand side are two slots for PCMCIA cards, a headphone socket and volume control, and the on-off switch. On the right hand side is the combined CD and floppy drive, and on the back we have a VGA monitor port, a parallel printer port, a serial port, the USB port, the power, and the PS2 port for an external mouse or keyboard. The machine was used in the reception to play soothing music and make announcements to the waiting public, and here's a quick snippet.
Whilst we are happy to provide suitable play facilities for your children, we must point out that we cannot accept responsibility for their safety. If you have forgotten to bring your sample, please ask the staff at reception for a container.
Once it was passed to myself, and having a bit of a clean-up, I wondered, what am I going to do with this? And the answer, of course, was play some Spectrum games. This will be featured in the main show in more detail, so for now I'm just going to cover some emulators and play some games. The first one is going to be Z80 by Gerten Lunter. This was one of the go-to emulators for the Spectrum in the early days, so let's have a quick play on Jetpack. Yes, it works flawlessly. Not a problem here. Let's have a go on Manic Miner. Yes, and why not a go on 3D Death Chase? The graphics and sound are spot on, I think, and the emulator has got some quite interesting features. If you remember back to the previous laptops that I tried, running X128, another favourite of mine, always came up with problems with the Sound Blaster, and sure enough, I get the same problem here. However, jumping into Windows runs it just fine. What game shall I play? Let me think. Yes, Jetpack. Why not? Again, everything's spot on. Let's have a go at Night Law. Yes, runs fine as far as I can tell. And now we're in Windows, let's have a go at one of the Windows emulators. This is ZX32. Now this seemed to have problems. I'm not sure if this comes across in the video, but there's a short delay between you pressing a key and something actually happening. Now I'm not sure whether it's the full emulation that's got the problem, or whether it's just the sound triggering. It's more prominent in games like Manic Miner. When you press the jump key, the jump sound should play, but there is a tiny pause which does make the game not quite right. Let's have a game of Arcadia. I spent a long time playing with this, and it's great to use these classic emulators on the real hardware. They were written for machines like this, and there's something special about using them. It's a sort of retro played on retro. These old computers are retro in themselves now, so this is a double dose of nostalgia. I spent a long time messing about with this laptop, and even more time playing Spectrum games on it, when I should be doing other things. Oh well, if you've got an itch, scratch it. Thanks for watching.